Well, here we are. It's about the end of November. It's actually Thanksgiving Day, and we have decided to attend this weekend's farmers market. So I'm trying to sound super excited about it. I'm actually still pretty tired. It's not even that early. It's about 8:30 in the morning. It's misting a little bit. I'm sure it rained a little bit harder at some point because the ground is still pretty damp. But yeah, it is chilly this morning. But we made the decision this past week to try to get back into the swing of things with the farmers market after not attending the farmers market. It's been a few months. But the awesome thing about growing here in Zone 8A in New Mexico is that we can actually grow stuff year round, and even without season extension infrastructure. I did use low tunnels last year, but predictions are that this winter is actually going to be pretty mild, and it's been in the 50s and 60s here at the end of November for the last couple weeks. So things are still pretty mild right now. Things are still growing. This is what things are looking like. So we have food ready to harvest, so we decided that we're going to start attending farmers markets again and try to attend throughout the winter and continue on into the spring. So I thought today I would kind of take you through our harvest, what it looks like. So for this week's farmers market, I'll be able to bring a mixed salad mix. It's a lettuce mix, including a red oak leaf lettuce and butter crunch lettuce. We'll be able to harvest radishes, arugula, and broccoli greens. So we'll be bringing down a lot of leafy greens and root vegetables. And then I think next week, either next week or the week after, I'll be able to bring down literally like a couple bouquets. I have snapdragons planted, and some of them have buds. One of them is bloomed and ready to cut, but that's like literally one flower. So I should have enough to maybe make one bouquet next week, which is better than nothing. So just depending on how those look, I might bring some flowers next week and see. But yeah, so what I'm doing right now is harvesting this Linux lettuce. I'll show you what I'm harvesting into, and I kind of just want to take you through our harvest, and then if everything works out, hopefully I'll get some footage at the farmers market as well. So here's me starting to harvest the Linux lettuce. This lettuce is so beautiful. I can't get over the coloring. I haven't tasted it yet, so I'll definitely have to give it a try and see what it tastes like. But this is my first harvest on this. This is an oak leaf style red lettuce, and it's so pretty. I feel like the coloring is so unique. You can see I'm just harvesting it as a cut and come again style. So I'm just pulling off the outer leaves. I'm getting a little bit of my newspaper mulch. So we do wash our salad mixes because I am growing grass in our yard. We do have grass in our yard, and we do use the paper mulch. So we do rinse our salad mixes before we bag them, but it'll be a mix of this and the butter crunch lettuce. What our harvest ended up looking like, we have all this butter crunch lettuce here on top, and then mixed in with the red oak leaf lettuce. So I'm gonna rinse it, and as I rinse it, everything will be better incorporated, and then we'll dry it and start bagging it. This is how much we got. Alright, so all the lettuce is harvested and washed and bagged. We got 5-ounce bags, and now I'm going to harvest the arugula, and I'll probably go ahead and do the bok choy too, because I'm not sure how much space the arugula will take up, but I'll show you what those beds look like and how we're going to harvest. So this is where the arugula is. I'm going to use these scissors and just do a cut and come again style. I'm going to cut from these arugula here. And then these are the dwarf bok choy. I'm going to go through and harvest the whole plant, but leave the roots in the ground for the soil structure. But yeah, and I think I'm going to bundle these maybe in like bundles of 3. So those are the bok choy. And the arugula we're going to bag, just because it's a little bit too delicate to bundle. So we're going to bag that. So this is the extra dwarf bok choy, and these actually grew from saved seeds that I got from a seed trade last year, and these grow particularly well in cool weather. The thing that I've noticed about these extra dwarf bok choys is that they are a favorite of some kind of pest. So some of them, you can see a lot of them are going to seed. They go to seed quickly once they size up, but I do wait until they start to get the little florets here, because they are very, very small before they start to go to seed. So this one is really pretty, but you can see like a bit of pest damage that some of these have. So I'm rinsing these. I think I'm going to bundle them in bundles of 3. I'm not entirely sure yet. You guys will receive an update. I mean, y'all see at the end of the video how we have everything merchandised, but you can see the bit of insect damage on these. So that's part of organic produce, is you don't put anything on them to keep the bugs away. So the bugs take that as an open invitation. But I think these are super cute. I'm just trying to decide if I want to take off these outer. Yeah, I'll probably take off the ones that look like this and then rubber band them. This is a fun one to grow. I think for the future, I'm only going to do these as transplants. This set I did direct seed, and they just really struggled up until they started to size up just from the insect pressure. So I think this will be one that I just always transplant because they are a pest favorite. This is our farm fridge. Right now we just keep it in our garage, and I'm starting to stock it up for this weekend's farmers market. So here I have some of the broccoli greens that I just harvested, and I'm keeping them in a vase of water with a produce bag, so they'll be good until Saturday. So they would be perfectly fine outside of the water. I just want to ensure that they're extra crisp for the farmers market. And then on the top row we have our lettuce salad mix and a few more bags of the salad mix here at the bottom. We have some bagged mature arugula, and then in the bowl underneath the arugula we have some bundles of extra dwarf bok choy. Tomorrow I'm gonna have my 8-year-old harvest the radishes, and once those are all clean and bundled, they'll go into this pull-out drawer. Well, today is farmers market day. I just finished loading up the van. I wanted to do like a full vlog about how I pack up my van and get everything ready, but I'm not yet organized enough to do that. So I'll just show you how the back of the van looks. You can't really see much of anything because I have my white table here. Then I have my cookies here, salad mix, arugula, bok choy there, and radishes. And then I have my other stuff in the front seat. So the farmers market winter hours is from 9:30 to 11. It is just after 8:45, and I only live like 10 minutes away from the farmers market, so I'm about to head there and set up. I wanted to try to film myself setting up, but time is currently of the essence. Originally my husband was going to come with me so that you know, one could film and one could set up, but that didn't work out this morning, so I'm just going to set up, and I'll probably do a short video clip of what my setup looks like at the market, and I'll let you know how it goes at the end of market. Nope. Okay, Zay, I'm gonna record a video real quick. I'm in my seed starting room right now. This is my faux basement. It's not like all the way underground. I live in a split story house, so the garage is actually right there. But you go upstairs to the first story of the house, I guess. Anyways, I'm in my seed starting room. I just wanted to do a quick update on the farmer's market. I didn't get any footage while I was there just because I was the only one at the table, and so I wanted to just be alert when customers came. And it's actually the evening, and this is the first chance. I took a rest once I got home, but this is the first chance I'm getting to update. So the farmer's market went well. Well, in the picture you can see my signage that says I took lettuce mix, arugula, radish, bok choy, broccoli leaf, and some home-baked cookies. So I ended up bringing home a couple of packages of the home-baked cookies. I only took 7 boxes up there, and I came home with 4. And I'm sure my family will eat them over the next few days. If not, I'll just put them in the freezer for later. And then I ended up bringing back a majority of the bok choy, which some of it I cooked up for lunch for my husband. And I brought back a couple bundles of the broccoli leaf and 1 bag of the arugula. So besides that, everything else sold, and I'm realizing that I definitely need to up my lettuce game, which is what I kept telling myself at the end of last season, or at the end of spring. I didn't really grow much lettuce through the summer just because it gets so hot here, and now the temperatures are conducive to growing lettuce again, and I just kind of wanted to not overwhelm myself, so I don't have like a ton of plants in the ground. But with the reception today at the market, I've realized that I do definitely need to up my lettuce growing. So over the next couple of days, I'm just gonna like do lots of seed starting, lots of lettuce seed starting, and this is my setup. So I started all indoors. It's starting to get a little bit too chilly to start seeds outside, so once they do get to a certain size, they'll be just fine to transplant outside. But I'm going to start them inside, and people were super excited to get fresh lettuce today, so I just want to stay on that momentum. We harvested most of what we had out there, so we'll see, depending upon how warm the next few days are, whether or not we'll have lettuce mix at the next market. But things went well, and even though I hadn't been to market in several months, people remembered me and they were excited to have me back. So I'm looking forward to what the next season's hold. So yeah, that's how today went, and hopefully next week, our goal is to go to market next week. We shall see whether or not we have enough produce. I do plan on doing baked goods again, so I might just end up bringing those if we don't have a ton of produce, and just continue on. So hopefully we'll be able to continue attending the market regularly. So yeah, until next time, thanks so much for watching, and keep learning and keep growing.
Bye. I tried to say bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.